This is where a lot of people fuck up their lives. They meet some people in high school or they meet some people in college, and they think because they're in proximity or they spend time with them that they're actually like a friend that they're obligated to. Friendship is a two-way street. They contribute to you, you contribute to them. They contribute to you, you contribute to them. They are reliable for you, you are reliable for them. It is not, I grew up with this person. It is not, I am related to this person. It is not, I went to high school with this person. It is not, I went to college with this person. It is not, I dated this person for 3 years. The contractual understanding of a relationship or a friendship can change at any time, all right? And when it changes, and when it should change, is when it no longer serves you and it doesn't make sense for you to remain there, and it's halting your personal growth. And so when I say you shouldn't take a bullet for them, what I mean is that you lack the perspective to understand what friendship's truly about because you're still a young person. Every single young person, including me, including DJ, including all these guys, we all went through this. We all thought that the girl we dated in high school or the friends we had in high school were like the end-all, be-all of our life at the time of 20 years old. And we didn't do things because we didn't know if it would disrupt that ecosystem or if they would hate on it or if they would disapprove. And that holds more people back than anything. And so what I would say to you, number one, is that it's really mature of you and good that you're realizing this at 20 years old, because most people never realize this. They will grow up their entire lives being loyal to people in a way that they should not be loyal to. And what I mean by that is they're giving up their hopes, their dreams, their plans, their vision for themselves to appease people that they grew up with, or that they would take a bullet for, or that they are my brother. And those people really aren't. And here's the problem with that. If you never progress from that friend group and you have dreams that are outside the dreams of that group and these people won't understand, you're never going to be fulfilled. You're never going to be happy. You're always going to be bitter, and you're always going to be asking yourself, what if? So we have to understand that where you're at is a normal thing, but the next move, if you want to change your life, if you want to progress, if you want to become the person that it is you're trying to become, is to continue down that path without worry, without care, without concern of what those people are going to say or think about it. Most people will give up their entire lives, everything that they've ever wanted, because of the opinions of people that they basically sort of ended up hanging around, and it'll ruin their lives. And this goes to relationships too, okay? A lot of dudes, and I'm gonna speak to the dudes here, this is a big deal. A lot of you dudes lack game at all. You do not have, I'm just gonna be real, I'm gonna keep it real. You have zero shit going for you. You don't have any money. You don't have any game. You don't know how to talk to girls. You don't know how to make them laugh. You fucking basically are in a position right now at 20 years old where you're going to take any pee that you can get. Tell me I'm wrong. You're going to be trying to stick your shit in every hole that you can find, and you don't give a shit if that person has their shit together. And this is how dudes fuck up their lives. Okay, they're so desperate, they don't have anything going for them, they don't have any game, they don't know how to talk to women, and then they take the first girl that'll f them from the bar, and they stay in a relationship with that girl for 3 or 4 years, and that girl nags them, and that girl holds them back, and that girl says, why don't you spend more time with me? And then when you spend more time with her, then she says, why are you always broke? Okay, and these people will fuck up your lives. So you have to understand, and this is just a fundamental reality, whether it comes to friendship, whether it comes to relationships, the relationship is allowed to evolve and change based upon your desires and what you want for your life. And you should not stay, quote unquote, loyal to people because you knew them at one point in your life. And that includes girls, that includes boyfriends, that includes friends. When you decide you want more and they don't want to come with you, then it's time to exit that relationship and continue moving on, because at the end of the day, when you're 70, 80, 90 years old, all you're going to have to show for your life is what you actually did. And here's the best part about it, especially for young men, young women too, but more so for men, is that the more you progress, the more you get your life together, the more of a winner you become, the greater the options open up for you to meet someone who's not nagging you, who's not busting your balls, who isn't looking at every other dude on the internet because you don't have any money or any fucking means, okay? Because that's the reality, bro. They tell us this story about, all that matters is what's on the inside. That's total bullshit. That's not real advice. That's romantic advice that older women give their sons because that's what they wanted. The truth of the matter is the world's very harsh, and the truth of the matter for men is the world rewards you for what you produce and who you are and what you become. And yes, you're going to meet people that'll love you for you, but you're going to meet a lot more people that are a lot cooler when you have a lot of shit going for you and you've actually expanded upon or materialized some of that potential that you have. And so we have to be very honest about relationships here. Most people give up their entire hopes, dreams, careers, lifestyle, everything they want because they met some girl at a bar or they met some dudes in high school or college. Tell me how that makes sense. Okay, so let's have a realist viewpoint on relationships. If the relationship doesn't serve you, if it doesn't contribute to you, if it's not something that helps push you down the path, then it doesn't belong in your life. And that goes for marriages, that goes for boyfriends, that goes for girlfriends, and that goes for friends. People change, things change, situations change, and sometimes it's time to say, hey, I appreciate you, you're still my friend, we dated, I still appreciate you, you're a good person, but I'm gonna go my way because this is what I want for my life, and we just want different things. Tony Robbins has a really good way of describing this, that I think that when I heard this, it really changed my mind about relationships. And he said that when you decide that it's time to move on from your relationship, you have to understand that it's not a personal thing. You don't have to be mad at the person. It's just...
And that's people's biggest issue.
Yeah, bro, listen. Yes, dude, listen. This made it click for me, and I got this from Tony Robbins. He said, look, everybody has a different nature. Everybody has a different plan for themselves. And just because their nature is different than your nature or their plans for themselves are different than your plans does not mean you have to be mad at them. It doesn't mean there has to be contention. It doesn't mean you have to hate them. You can very amicably just say, hey, look, you want different things than I want, and that's okay. In fact, I'll help you get those things, but I got to go do these things. All right? And that's how you move on from those situations. And the best part about this, guys, is that as you move on, as you progress, you meet friends that make you better. You get a partner that makes you better. You're no longer getting nagged or made fun of or told that your dreams are stupid. Instead, you're surrounded by people who say, fuck, dude, this is awesome. I think we should do this and this and this. Let's do this. Here, I'll do this together. And that's dude, my friends that I talk to, there's not a conversation that I have that's not like about how we're going to win more together. You know what I mean? Like, think about that. I want you all to think about the conversations you have, how much drama you have, how much gossip you deal with. I don't deal with any of that. I've removed that from my existence 100%. And you know this because you're around me enough. If someone starts drama around me more than once, or someone's a gossiper around me, I cut them the fuck out, bro. Yeah, if I find someone in my company that's drama and gossip, guess what? I get them the fuck out. Okay, I don't deal with that shit. I don't like that shit. I appreciate people that will look you in the eye and say, hey, I don't like this. Let's do something about this. That's adult shit. And you guys have to go from being a young person thinker to a mature thinker. And if you want to be successful in business, you're going to have to be able to evaluate and adjust and make decisions objectively about the current situation. If you're always attached to all these things emotionally, and you always have this like, oh, well, I don't want to do this because Steve's going to be mad at me if I do this, and I'm not really being his boy, and this and that and this. Dude, if you make decisions like that in business, you'll lose. You have to make factual, realist decisions about the way things are, not about the way things you wish they were. All right? And you see people like this in the influencer space. You see people talking about, oh, fuck that guy, he ain't a real one because he didn't stand by me when I was doing... Well, you were doing bad shit. You were doing bad shit, so you're fucking right. You see what I'm saying? Like, you don't owe people to stand next to them when they're doing fucked up shit. In fact, I'd get the fuck away from those people. That's a smart move. But the point here, guys, is this. Stop being loyal to relationships that you shouldn't be loyal to. Stop bending your dreams, your goals, your wants, your needs in life for people's approval or disapproval that honestly doesn't matter. It's your life. You have to build your life. You have to live your life. You have to be proud of your life at the end of it. And that's only going to happen if you are understanding that a lot of these people that come and go in your life are they're visitors. They're people who come. It's like a neighbor that lives in your house. People who move, you're going to live in your house for 100 years. Every 3 or 4 years, new neighbors move in. And then they move out. And every 3 or 4 years, they move in again. And that's kind of how life goes. And eventually, you're gonna meet that one neighbor or those 2 neighbors that you're like, fuck, those are really good people. I'm gonna stay in touch with them. They're gonna come to my house for the pool party. They're gonna come over for the barbecue. I'm gonna do Christmas with them. I'm gonna go on vacation with those people. Those people become your lifelong friends. But you only have so many slots for that, bro. And not all your high school friends are gonna be in there because they have different natures. Not all your ex-girlfriends or current boyfriends or fucking husbands and wives are going to be in there because, dude, that's a whole nother topic, like this topic of unconditional love. Okay, unconditional love is for your fucking animals. It's not for people. People will say, well, it's for your kids too. You don't understand. Really? If your kid went and fucking up a school, you still going to unconditionally love them? If your kid's out there being one of these weirdos, these kids and shit, you still going to unconditionally love them? If you do, you're fucked up. All right, so let's remove that too.
Love has conditions.
It does, 100%. Friendship has conditions. Love has conditions. Marriage has conditions. Business relationships have conditions. You know what it's called? It's called real life. All right, and so let's stop living in the fantasy world where our high school buddies are going to be our buddies our whole life. Yeah, they can be, and you can be cool with them. Like I still see my high school boys, bro. We fucking drink beers together, shit, but I don't hang with them every day. I don't call them and ask them what decisions I gotta make. I don't weigh my life by them. I drink a beer with them when I see them at the fucking place. You know what I'm saying? Like it's okay. Like it's part of life, man. And we have to get good, and we have to get comfortable with understanding that life is a progression and a journey, and you're gonna meet people along the way if you're ambitious. The further you go, that are going to actually accelerate your life.
It's almost like it's safe to say you haven't even met your best friend yet.
No, you haven't. And dude, you have to understand, you only have, just like a baseball team, bro, you only have so many slots on the roster.
Spots, baby.
Yeah. You only have like, 4 or 5 slots on your roster, and that includes your relationship. See what I'm saying? Those slots should be filled with the best fucking people, not people that you their parents happen to enroll them in school the same year that you got enrolled, and
that's just
you come from the same. Yes, right. But people will fucking say, "Oh, I fucking grew up with those people. I'll take a bullet for them." No, that's the mentality that fucks your whole life from.
A 20-year-old ain't getting that with
Fuck no, dude. Look, man. And do I have friends that are friends of mine just because they're friends of mine? They've been friends of mine? Yeah, absolutely. But like I said, bro, like I'm not weighing my life decisions based upon their approval or not. I don't care. All right, you don't like what the fuck I'm doing? Well, fuck off. Yeah.
There was also a lot of guys who just have to settle too, though.
Bro, that's because you ain't got no game. You got nothing going for you.
Yeah. You'll get there, man.
No, they won't. They a lot of them won't. A lot of them will still continue with that mentality that like they're starving in the desert, bro, and they're wandering through the fucking Sahara, and then there's some titties, and they're like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what dudes do, and they take what they can get, they marry some chick that they met by chance, not by design, and then they're miserable, and they can't figure out why it didn't work. Well, it didn't work because the contents of how you met them was you liked their titties. You see what I'm saying? Like, you should be looking at, what is their character? What are they like? Where do they come from? Are they smart? Are they funny?
Like their goals.
Yeah, and by the way, you get a lot more to choose from when your shit's in line, when you're in shape, your finances are in order, you're intelligent, you've got good quality friends, not these douchebags from, 20 years ago or 5 years ago or high school or whatever the fuck, Like, bro, you want to put yourself in the position of most leverage, and the way that you put yourself in the position of most leverage is by becoming the best possible version of yourself as quickly as fucking possible.